So I was going to make this a normal training session video, like a Q&A type video, but I lost a piece of my microphone, so I wasn't able to do that. So I'm just going with a voiceover here. So this is a lower body strength day on my new combine program. Also, quick note here, quick plug for this company called Clean Chalk that I'm now partnering. It provides chalk for lifting weights. The chalk that you apply to your hands when you lift weights, it does a good job absorbing oil from your hands really well, repealing moisture like sweat from your hands, and just like it holds on and dries your hands a lot faster and longer, so that you really only have to apply it once or twice during that training session. So check out that company, Clean Chalk. So anyways, I started off with block power cleans. All sets were triples. I started at 295, finished with 315. The goal here was just to confidently throw the bar up into the front rack as powerfully as possible. And I had a goal peak velocity of 2.0 meters per second. So if I was clearing that speed, I increased the weight on the bar. I have the velocities on the screen here for you to see them. I'll likely continue to increase the load each session as long as the velocity stays at or above 2.0 meters per second. So moving on to front squats, staying outside because you got to take advantage of the summer in North Dakota. I can't lift outside from like late October until late March. But the prescription was simple for front squats, just hitting triples. My goal velocity was 0.55 meters per second for my third rep of each set. So if my final rep was faster than 0.55, then I considered that weight too light. But if it was slower than 0.55, you count it as a working set. So I did my warm-up sets, landed on 405 as the appropriate weight. Also, when using VBT this way, you have to be smart because if your velocity is significantly slower than your goal weight, so in this case, like 0.3 or even 0.35 meters per second, that's likely too heavy or too slow. That won't be repeatable, and you should reduce the load in that scenario. But after front squats, I hit RDLs, just sets of 5, using approximately 75% of my 1RM back squat. These aren't meant to be very heavy. I sprinted the day before and just wanted to give my posterior chain a little bit of a strength stimulus to hit those tissues. And then lastly on the agenda, I had these dynamic overcoming ISOs. So I'm finally pursuing these in an organized, programmed manner. Apparently, according to some research, overcoming isometrics are effective at improving reactive strength and early rate of force development. Early rate of force development being the first 50 to 100 milliseconds of a contraction. But none of the research has experimented with doing these with a heavy load on the bar. So doing it this way can turn the overcoming isometric into a yielding ISO, making the set a bit more stimulative and provide greater demand on the tissue. So that's why I'm playing around with these. I've made a video about these in the past, so go check that out. It was probably like 6 weeks ago by now or something like that. But I'll give even more updated thoughts on what I think about the overcoming ISOs done this way at the end of the program and see if they actually like made any sort of difference. But anyways, that's the whole session, guys. Feel free to put some questions in the comments that I can answer in the future. Peace.